We're going to be doing Virgo collective, right? I'm going to turn down just a wee bit. There we go. We're going to go with that. Whatever. Hopefully it works out. Alright. Sorry about that. I found some ash. I'm like, I gotta move that out the way. Okay, so going over, it's gonna be a collective read. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We'll have traditional tarot and then oracle messages. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, babes, I love and appreciate each of you. Alrighty. Let's see what we got for Virgo. Oh shit. What was on? You are on it with that. I'm just trying not to cough. Like, I'll be fine, but just the coughing part. It is a gorgeous day. I hope you guys get to go out and enjoy the sunshine if you have some. If not, you know, I'll go walk in the rain. So everybody's different. But, I mean, hopefully you can get out and get some fresh air today. Welcome, love. Alright, Virgo. What do we got for you, love? I get rushed energy. Like, so you guys dealing with somebody who's very impatient with you. For some of you, like, you're a lesson in patience for them. Others of you, you're just not supposed to be with this energy. Like, they're too, you guys don't match well energetically. I mean, there may be some points where you do, but overall, like, the scope of long term, your energies don't match up well for long term. There's maybe that's something that, like, you've noticed. It does bother you how much they rush, right? But you thought it was going to get better, or that maybe you were being too slow. I mean, your pace is your pace, you know? Do you want to feel rushed the rest of your life? And you are the right pace for somebody. It's just not the energy you're with. Welcome, love. I've got Ace of Swords. Some clear communication coming through for you. Others of you, oh, let's see if I back it up. Oh, there it goes. Others of you, this is clarity of thought, right? There's a break in some kind of confusion for you. Others of you, like, whatever message you receive has to do with your future, and really understanding that, like, whatever, there's some kind of path that you can walk that's really freaking protected. And also, the only thing that could fuck with it is you. So, wherever that is, like, I've got Knight of Pentacles. Taking your time here. Others of you, you know, let's just say this is a long-term plan. Like, you're not getting a vision and some messages for, like, next week and next week only. I mean, like, this is like a year. Others of you, it's clarity why something's not growing or being invested into, and the amount of time that either it should have or you thought it should have. For some of you, you're giving this way more time than it actually should have, right? This should have done something by now. And you're lying to yourself, being like, no, it just needs more time. And it's like, no, time's been up. Time's been up. I've got Ace of Cups. For those of you that choose to walk away from something that's not right for you, you do have another love offer around you. Others of you, it's just long-term happiness coming through. Like I said, most of you guys are looking at, you know, a year to 10 years of information that you're going to be receiving. Please be willing to sit with that message and really channel through all of it, right? Yeah, 8 of Cups coming out from with the 9 of Cups. Some of you, this really did look like a wish come true, you know? That was going to be everything that you wanted, and it's just not. You can't deny the truth. Be prepared for some of you that try and hold on to this, because you just don't want to admit you're wrong. There's some kind of communication that comes through where it's like, this ends up ending either way. It's like you can be the one to end this, or they're going to end it here eventually. Even if something as simple as like I said, pace difference. They've noticed it. And, you know, they've started looking elsewhere because it doesn't jive as good as it could. You know what I mean? This isn't supposed to be what you guys are trying to make it. Others of you have got these plans for your happiness. Let's look into that. Let's hope we get more of that. Sad messages. Welcome, babies. Anand? Hindi language. That's awesome. I want to have classes on that one day. Would you be a good instructor? Can you teach everybody Hindi one day? Yeah, people do outgrow people, but this is more about like when energies aren't a good fit from the beginning. They might be a close match, right? And so we couple to them. And as we couple to them, we get the information we need where it's like, you know what? As much as we have this much in common, we have this, this, and that not in common. And so it's just not going to work out. Come on. I've got 4 of Cups here. You're being offered something very, very good, right? Whatever this new beginning is. Again, a lot of you, it includes a romantic partner that's better matched for you. But a lot of you guys just keep looking at the shit that you've created for yourself that you're bored with. Like, why are you praying for something different if you're so happy with what you have? And the answer is you're not as happy as you lied to yourself about, right? Or there is happiness, but it's just not as much as it should be. But you're getting some kind of answer here, some download with happiness and how to achieve it. Like, and sustain it for a while. If you're willing to let go of whatever energy that you think is right for you, and you can open yourself up to receive like something much better. Like I said, they're not going to try and rush you if you're slower, or you're not going to feel like you have to rush them if you're the faster energy. I've got Knight of Swords. I expect a lot of communications from the other side, and taking action. I have you taking a lot of action, and I'm proud of you, Virgo. You get this download of what your happiness could be, and you're just like, yes, no, that's what I really want. I'm going to stick to it, and I'm not going to allow shit around me that doesn't help me create that happiness, right? I'm tired of just a little bit of happiness in a situation. I'm tired of not receiving all that I could, right? I could have a much more blessed life. I just don't open myself up to it. And so you making them changes, like, you know what, screw this. Because I want all the blessings. I want the bestest. Who wants just good when you could have best, right? You getting out of this settling, right? I got Virgo being like, I ain't going to settle no more. Fuck this shit. Some of you guys might hear from somebody from your past here. I have them a more grown energy, but expect a lot of communications from somebody. For some of you, this is like your future energy that you're going to be connecting to that makes you very happy. Like when you look at duration and speed, not necessarily of each energy, but as of communication. Like for some of you, it's like you always have to text the person you're with, right? Or that you ain't going to hear from them. You may have even done this test. And if you haven't done, do it. Right? Like don't text them in the morning. Don't text them in the afternoon. See how long you would actually go without hearing from them if you don't text them first. This energy that you're headed towards, like you'll wake up to good morning text. Like you don't have to be the first one to reach out. It's much more like balanced out, right? And that kind of communication stays. Like they enjoy talking to you a lot, and so there's a lot more communication with your partner. You feel much more loved in this next relationship. Others of you notebooks or taking notes on your phone, especially as you receive this big message about your life and life plan. You might need to have a notebook on the job with you, you know, or in the car with you. For some of you, learning how to use your phone better so that you can take hand notes or whatever while you're on the go. And some of you guys have really busy schedules right now, and it's just maybe you're trying to implement like meditations, but you don't really do it every day. And that happens. Everybody's at their own pace, but just having something you can write down the information on. I've got Page of Cups and Queen of Wands. Whether it's you or somebody else, there's lots of energy where you are feeling very empowered, very energized, very happy. Some of you guys got a little longer cycle with this Fool because, you know, you're going to tell them something like, you know, because it got brought to your attention here. You're going to be like, you know, you don't text me first. And they're going to try for a little while, and you're going to be like, okay, so it's not like she was saying. It's like, no, they're only trying because they're scared they're going to lose you. They're just scared they're going to lose you. It'll settle back, though. You know what I mean? Or you're going to recognize that the burden of communication in this relationship is on you. Or for some of you, it's going to be something like you don't like how they handle serious conversations. Like you can't have a serious conversation with them. They either wig out because it's not all jokes and funny and whatever, or they go to fight you on it. Shut down. They're like, yeah, no, we're not even going to talk about this. Right? Any kind of serious conversation, all of a sudden, they can't talk. Right? Whereas this energy that you're headed towards will love having serious conversations with you. You have a lot of those. I got childlike whimsy for some of you. Like, it puts you in a very good energy. It's someone that you can be childish with, like a healthy childish, right? You want somebody you can have fun with, right? Who doesn't want somebody that's going to push you on the grocery cart when you're old, right? Wheelchair races down the high hill, right? You don't want to be bored to death with somebody. Yeah, Ten of Swords. You got an ending. It's just too much. The burdens of whatever relationship or whatever life you've created are too much. For some of you, it's why you don't sleep very good at night. And while you're kind of getting rid of this and getting rid of that, right, with this Knight of Swords, try incorporating things like scents. For some of you, there's certain smells that are very comforting to you. Others, like Downy came through. For some of you, it's like a laundry detergent or something that'll make you very sleepy. Others of you got like lavender coming through, obviously. Lotus puts you in a very good, calm and receptive state. Some of you guys using those for your meditations. Different stones, different energies. Some of you guys might need to do something like change your curtains, how you have them up or down. Just simple stuff like that to make it a more calm environment. Some of you guys might need to add more downtime before you try and actually fall asleep. So instead of just like getting off my phone and watching TV and going lay down, you might need to add like 15 minutes where you're not exposing yourself to stimulation. The lights are a lot lower. Maybe you drink a little bit of water, like cold or warm, something like that. Chocolate milk for somebody might help you, right? Just getting in a more sleepy state to help you sleep while you go through all this. Because a lot of you guys, your thoughts are getting you. The ending isn't going to be as painful as you think. I just have you reviewing yourself and doing typical shadow work, right? Like, why did I do this to myself? Am I always going to pick Ron? Is there anybody even in this collective that's not a giant immature asshat? You know what I mean? Just the usual questioning we do after we've coupled with something and it doesn't pan out, right? It happens. There's no judgment for me. I'm here for everybody, baby. The Hierophant, yeah. You're getting a new direction. Expect those downloads to be big. Your dreams to be very meaningful. To receive a lot of information throughout the day. Right? A lot of this stuff is going to be... I bet that's the plumber. Andrew is on his way. Hold up. Where are you? It's on the way. Okay. So, we might have to cut this reading short here in a second, loves. I'm sorry. I've got a plumber on the way. If you guys are new, Monday I had a pipe burst in my basement. Let's see if there's anything else that comes out for you guys. Right? They're on their way to be anywhere from like an hour to... Oh, no, 5 minutes later and they're in your driveway. I've got 8 of Cups and Page of Swords. Yeah, the more you think about this, the more you're like, walk away or run away. Like, it's just, it is what it is. But I have you being brave. Because, like, yeah, 4 of Wands, 5 of Swords, and 8 of Wands. The more you cut out, the more you face, the happier you are, Virgo. Like, I've got you going beastie mode. Like, just toxic ass shit. Yeah, you're not allowed here. Like, good for you. Good for you. Right? You just get happier. Just chugging shit out. You a toxic hoe. You slow me down. This and that. Alright? It's gardening and you got the clippers out. Cutting down all this shit. Instinct. You're listening about it though. It's a very big... I got like Towery vibes. You're definitely rebuilding your empire. But when you see why and how, you're like, I'm for it. A lot of you guys make these decisions before you get the downloads and real clear visions about where you're headed. Just because you're like, it needs to happen. This shit does hold me back, slow me down, throw me off balance, make me feel worse. Like, where I'm at is not my happiest. It's not my best. And so that's where I'm going. Oh, I bet that's the plumber. Hold on 1 second. That's fun. Hey. I'm good. How are you? Okay, do you know about how long till you get here? Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right, bye. Did I hang up? Okay, hold up. Cool. They said 25 minutes. Woohoo. Okay. Okay, yay for plumbers. Thank you, Andrew. All right. But yeah, others of you, I mean, you might have a good life right now, but you definitely get a new direction, right? Especially with what the next 10 years is going to be like, um, and what's happening. We've got faith. Just because you didn't get to your long term doesn't mean that they're not out there, right? Just because we're not at our bestest doesn't mean we won't be. Others of you, I mean, maybe you lost faith and you're reestablishing that, which is helping you have clear knowing. Like some of you guys were definitely in the middle of an ego death. In shadow work, when you ended up in this relationship that you ended up in. And, for some of you, compared to what you used to pick, this ain't bad, right? You did a lot better at spotting light energies and things like that. Or, you had a list and you were at least able to pick a couple things off that list of importance. Like you did a lot better picking a mate than you usually do. You just still didn't get the best one for you. But in a way, it was kind of a test for you. You know what I mean? As we're healing and growing, you know much more about yourself, what you tolerate, what's important, and new energies. So you're getting rewarded with something better as soon as you walk away from what you have. Right? I've gotten posse, yeah. Like I said, if you don't walk away, something's going to happen to where they're blocked from you. And it's just because it's not the best for you, right? And maybe it's not the worst relationship, but if you could meditate, and if I stay with this for 10 years, right, just on what you know about it, what is your life going to look like? And are you even happy, right? Just try to imagine yourself with this energy 10 years from now. Are you, and that's with honest eyes, not like romanticized. I watched The Notebook and we're cuddling up to die together. I mean honest eyes, right? We're just being truthful about the situation. They're still going to be trying to rush your ass for no reason. Things like that, right? It's blocked for a reason, and you just have to kind of hang on to faith why this isn't the right one for you. You might be able to receive more later, but just have faith to make that jump now. Like, this is no good for me. I've got rejection. Some of you guys have fears like nobody else will offer themselves but this person, which is definitely not true. Others of you, I mean, how is your health since dating them, right? Do you feel as good about yourself as when you started dating them? Or is this a month later and you're starting to do stuff like, am I too slow everywhere else in your life? Not just when you're with them, right? Where are these voices where you're not enough coming from? Because you're rejecting yourself now and you used to not do that, right? And it's who you coupled with. And it's because the energies aren't a good match for a relationship. You guys can't change each other. And honestly, you really can't make this work as anything more than a friendship, right? Just because it's not good romantic energies. It may be great friend energy, But romantic energy, no. Impatience. Whatever you're trying to achieve isn't out of reach, right? It just feels that way. Uh, Getting back into having faith in timing. Have faith in where you're being moved. And like I said, there is a new love. It's just a better love, right? And so have faith in waiting. Just do what you're guided, I promise. Insecurities, grief, and wisdom. Some of you guys have a couple little wounds that are getting pulled at where it's like, I'm not enough. Um, Others of you, it has to do with letting somebody affect how you see yourself or something like that. Um, and if you're feeling like you want to go solo instead of couple for a little bit, that's okay too. You know what I mean? You're not going to miss something that's good for you. But others of you, you're starting to recognize things. You know what I mean? Like I said, even if this wasn't the best relationship for you, it was still a good one. And you learned from it, right? Some of you guys are becoming stronger. You're just unaware of it. You've got big breakthroughs ahead of you. You just need to do a meditation to receive them. I know you guys hate them, but like, hate hearing that, but that's really how you communicate, right? In meditations. So if you can, do that meditation and just receive those messages about yourself. All right, we're going to pull on this one. I wish I had like a little timer or something. I think I still got like 20 minutes left, so we'll be all right. We'll be all right. I've got driven or ambitious. A lot of you guys are going to be in this mode. I have you guys that way about a certain aspect of your life right now. That's going to be shifting to a much broader whole life here. And it's just because of the messages you're going to receive. Like what your life could be and stuff like that. And you get very driven and ambitious about achieving that. With that Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, you get a plan and you work at that plan. I mean, go. Right? What's the quickest I can achieve this? That's what you start going for. Right? Because it's just a different type of happiness you can experience. Maybe you haven't done that in a while or ever. Right? And so that's just whatever you get sent. It definitely makes it worth it to just be investing in that. Others of you, I mean, the energy headed towards you, that could be part of their description. Clarity, victorious, and victory. Yeah. You have a very successful future ahead of you. You get to see that. It's been kind of on block while you finished your shadow work, or maybe you got breadcrumbs, right? For some of you, you got visions, but you didn't really do meditations or anything to pull them in front and clearly see them and receive the message with them. A lot of you guys, I have you rejecting them, like, no, that's not for me. Something like that. But you're going to be very successful in your future. Very successful at creating this future. Others of you, you're getting clarity in how to be victorious in your life or some aspect of your life, right? Those wisdoms helping you. I've got connected coming through. Some of you guys are getting connected again to somebody better for you. Others of you, these messages lead to new guides too. We've got ancestors that you work with that have been guides or got to, help as guides. Others, you've got new guides. Some of you, these were guys you could have worked with last year, but maybe you weren't as receptive. You weren't as receptive to the information that they wanted to bring or the help they were trying to give. So you have some same guides from last year. You may not know their names yet, which is totally fine. You will know their names soon. Not all of them are angels. Not all of them are special babies. So you might call them like messiahs and stuff, like a Jesus or a Krishna or something like that. Not all of them are those. Right. I do have Monet still coming through. Someone gets confused by expressions. For some of you, this is the problem, or they're very stupid. And that's why they can't talk to you. You want to talk about a lot of stuff. You know a lot of stuff. Not that you can't learn new, right? Like, you're open to new information. But you also like sharing the information you've learned, right? Little students. Um, and they're not on that frequency. There's like a big gap. And it's not one where they can handle it. They want someone who's actually stupider, if that makes sense, Virgo. Sorry, guys. Hello, namaste. With whatever. Like it. I am not doing free readings. I don't know if I'm going to schedule one of those. Sometimes I do free live readings. I was about doing $5 ones just because of the plumbing situation. We might. I gotta see. I might do a free one here soon. My birthday is coming up. Maybe it'll be a birthday present to everybody. Free reads day. I like to give away presents. Alright, what else do we got for you? And again, the more you cut away, you guys are going to be getting more connected. You are enough. If they made you feel like you weren't, just know you are. You know? Some of you guys doing that last bit shadow work. And you know, you always got to do shadow work after a breakup. But if you have any of those feelings, where are they coming from? Is it just because you're feeling rejected? As in, like, you know, I told you, some of them, they are going to be the one to end this. You're going to be like, wait, what? And it's like, they end it. Because they're not lying to themselves and being like, this is workable. You are what I'm looking for. They recognize that there's differences, that in the long run, this isn't going to pan out. But you are enough just because you're not right for this energy, right? Right and enough are different, right? This isn't a right fit. If I was making a puzzle, these pieces wouldn't go together, right? You are enough, right? Just not necessarily the right fit. And if it helps you, remember that's vice versa. They're not right for you either. So it's pretty equal in why this isn't working out. At least on the surface, right? We're not good for each other. Not right for each other. Both. I've got worry. You know, that ten of swords. You'll get through it a lot better than you used to. You're a lot stronger than you were, right? And sometimes that happens. And don't get down on yourself if this ends, you know what I mean? Like it's supposed to. Or sorry, when this ends. We'll rephrase this. Don't get down on yourself when this ends and be like, oh no, nobody's ever going to want to stay with me long term. That's bullshit, right? You have that headed towards you. You're just getting rid of what was not good for you. So good for you can come to you, right? And it's not going to necessarily be, right? Like 99% of you are not breaking up with John on Thursday and getting Steven on Friday, right? Like, you've got a reflective period, right, where you get through it. And that's when you might have those worries. Those of you who leave, oh, am I making the wrong decision? Uh, Grounding in yourself. How do we do that? How do I get confirmation that I didn't make a mistake? You pray, hon. And then just have confidence when you're reminded, no, you didn't make a mistake by leaving. Right? I've got depleted, illusion, or fake. Yeah, this energy does nothing but drain you. That's why you're not supposed to be with it. Others of you faking yourself to try and appease them is just, it's it's taking its toll on you. Right? Those of you that started maybe changing yourselves and doing things different, it's a form of mask, and you can only wear a mask for so long. Um, you may not have realized that you were having to mask yourself again, but you are, which means this isn't the right energy for you. Because the right energy for you, I can just be myself. Right? I can just be myself. I've got sadness, sexual, and friendship. Energies and intentions. Dude, for some of this asshole's really just going to be like, it was sex. But I still want to be friends. And I mean, that's not wrong. They do want to be friends with you, but seriously. For the ones where, this is a smaller collective. For the ones where they literally were just after sex, that's bad juju on them because they lied to you from the front, right? They lied to you from the get-go. They weren't actually trying to, form a relationship, which is what they probably told you. They did tell you. That's what they told you, and that's why you were investing in them differently. And they lied. Just to get to have sex with you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry they lied to you, Virgo. You deserve so much better than that. Alright, I'll skip this. I don't even know how much I'm going to be able to get through. Ay. But we got this. Trying to get through all the chakras before church on Sunday, so hopefully I can with everything going on. If not, I do apologize. Plumbing and stuff. I've got lasting past expiration. Yeah, this needs to end with new life. You've got a new life ahead of you, and whatever you've coupled to needs to be let go of so you can receive it. Boats and anchors for some of you. Travel coming out. Yeah, for some of you, treat yourself to a trip, even if it's a solo trip. Right? For some of you, your new life does involve a lot more travel. So just be aware of that. Alright, I've got loss of inspiration, material gains, and then loss of job or promotion. Kinds of blocks on some individuals. Others of you, either you shift gears at work or you shift work completely. Like you might work somewhere else by this time next year. Wherever you're at, you just see that really doesn't bring anything but money to your life, right? And you want to be somewhere where there's more meaning in what you do, or how you feel at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You want something with more meaning in it, so you end up looking for a new job. That, or like I said, you might switch in the company. Some of you guys might be looking at being a manager, just so you can feel more helpful. You might not feel helpful enough to individuals in your job. And I know for a lot of Virgos, I really like helping individual people. So if you have a job where you don't get to be around people and be of service to them, you don't like the job as much. And it's just because you're not helping individuals. So for some of you, you kind of got to switch up where you're at to be happier. I've got lots of gifts. Yeah, somebody came at you, tried to do things to you. Just know there's consequences. For some of you, they didn't just lie to you, right? Which lying is a basic form of manipulation. of sorcery, right? It's to cast something else. It's to cast an illusion. Uh, Others actually try to do things to manipulate you on an energetic level. So any gifts that they had, gone, yo. Right? They failed their test. Right? They're not a good person. So they don't get to keep their gifts. Because there's consequences for that. ED or STD. Haha. See, you get it now. This person's ending up with ED or STDs because they was dirty. Especially if there was someone who went to cheat on you or something like that. Like, that's because they went dirty, dirty. That's why. I've got healing. Um, if you end up being unfortunately exposed to it, just pray. Pray for your protection. Pray for your healing. You can't heal from anything with prayer and permission, right? Right. Um, Sorry. Sometimes I do laugh when I end up getting stuff like that. Because it's a demon, honey. Those who are going around just trying to lie to people and manipulate them to have sex with people, that's a type of demon. Um, so just beware of that. And so then that's why they end up with problems like erectile dysfunction, libido issues. Overall, if it's a female, they're going to have libido issues. And then STDs, right? Use the karma on them. We're going to go into purple on you guys next. Alright. I don't think I'm going to make it through the whole thing. Because these have been running like an hour or longer. I think I got about 5 minutes till they show up. Start for the bottom. I've got jealousy. Looking at that from others for you, but I have an energy that's going to be jealous of your new life. Right? Someone's going to be jealous of your new life. Because it's just going to be that fan-fucking-tastic. Some of you, I mean, like, if you are more intellectual, they are jealous of that. And it's one of the things that they struggle with. I think they thought they could handle being with somebody who's considered smarter, but in the end they really can't. I've got base chakra. Getting down into the roots. Maybe the whole system, instincts, things like that, sexual, especially if they attacked you as an individual, looking at your lower chakra system, and if you're feeling off from like your tummy down, what's going on? For some of you, you're not sick as in like the weather or COVID. You're sick emotionally, and it's playing out in your physical vessel to help you understand what needs attention. But if you look at these wounds, how many are because of the energy you coupled to? I've got shield and protect. Yeah, they might come after you. Just be forewarned. You know what I mean? Especially the lower energy ones. Others of you understand that you are protected. So when you go through these messages where it's like, well, this entity was trying to do this and that, it's not bullshit. I mean, eventually you're gonna have like a dream. Now, whether this dream is while you're sleeping or awake or both, and it's how you're trying to pull the dream or be aware of the dream, it has to do with sitting at a table and seeing everybody who went to betray you when you were trying to get to your best life, right? If you haven't gone through that part of your ego death, dark night, awakening, ascension, if you haven't gotten to that part of it, it's just around the corner. Interdimensional beings. Some of you guys are going to be clearly seeing these, clearly hearing these. Those of you that are newer to communications. Others of you I mean, you already know who you're working with. But again, those of you getting new, don't forget there are those that are getting new. You're expanding. I've got an expansion for somebody here in this year. Um, Others of you, you got repeats, but that happens. Sometimes we gotta repeat stuff. Is this? No, that's just a big box truck. I was like, oh shit, something's about me. I've got light magic, concentrated energy, and intention. Some of you guys working with this, getting into healing in some form. Uh, Soul tribe, calling on them for help. Yeah, help. Energetic spiritual battle. For some of you, you might go through this next year. It's part of your contract, but you're ready for it, right? You wouldn't get signed up for a battle unless you could handle it, right? Um, those of you where, I mean, you was bad, get ready to get your ass kicked. Just know that, right? Because unfortunately, some entities decided to be bad last year. So it is what it is. Alright, let's see if we can get a couple from the moon. Moonset, releasing. What's not yours? And this can be emotional things that you shouldn't be carrying, right? Others, it's releasing this past life, right? And really recognize what you were able to build, especially if you chose the faded path, right? Say you were doing everything faded for the most part, right? Look at what you could build faded. But you're getting aligned with a destined life. And you still have free will on a destined path. It's just, it has to do with listening about certain aspects and wanting your best life possible. So if you're new, we'll talk about those eventually at church. But and we have in earlier churches. So I can't remember which ones. But just fated versus destined. Accept responsibility, right? Where I'm at, where decisions I made, right? Am I in a bad place? Am I in a good place? Could it be better? And honestly, is this the worst place I've ever been in? Ooh, and if so, I mean, how did I get there? Right? Because we can make a real big wrong turn. We can make a real big wrong turn. And if that's what happened to you last year, let's just try and turn this around, right? So if you guys are definitely looking at finishing out those um, ego deaths, but you'll be right in line for everything in fall. So just know where you're at, and good for you for holding yourself accountable. Good or bad, consequences. I've got moon maybe with intuition. Getting really clear intuition again, clear communications, clear knowing. Um, Big growth for you guys. Others of you, once you get away from this energy, you're able to receive information better. Drawing down the moon with knowledge. Expect to receive a lot of downloads, Virgo. Aw, good for you, Melanie. Welcome. Not everybody can do that. You know what I mean? But you can't grow until you have that, right? You have to accept yourself and hold yourself responsible. Alright, that's a sign of maturity. Growth, yeah, growth. I've got Puff in partnership. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Oh shit. I think it was the phone. Sorry, was that guy? Okay, I'm actually gonna, that's not their number. So I can do that. All right. Sorry. Puffin partnership. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. Get into better friends, better partners, better matches for us, right? Anybody who needs a puffin pal, you know where I live, right? Selma, Ohio, yeah. Somebody's like overly aggressive because they're actually terrified on the inside, and it's really funny. Sorry, I was just like getting visions, and I'm like, that's hilarious. Sea turtle protection. You are a master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm, and your path will unfold. Persevere, and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. Cash and currents, old wisdoms, past lives. For some of you, past lives are really big right now. Some of you getting to water. Getting to water is going to be very healing for you. I've got Wolf, Pathfinder. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. Making sure that love for yourself is enduring, right? Alright, what's on the bottom here? Lizard, regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. So you guys looking at the shaman's journey and maybe why your life has been more difficult than others. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. Oh, J&J's here. There's that for you. And with that being said, loves, I'm sorry, but I do have to hop off. Because the Blummer's here. And I have no idea what we're going to have to talk about or anything like that. I hope this helped you, Virgo. I love you so much. Congrats on this transition in your life. I'm going to pull your stone real fast. Titanium Rainbow Quartz. Awakening all chakras. Ultimate manifestation. Vibrancy and powerful shift. Feel free to meditate with that, but understanding your worth and kind of what's headed towards you and why. You're worthy of a great love and a great life. Okay, Virgo? Alright. I love you. Bye. Okay.